Are you ready for summer? In today's episode, I'm making a fun mermaid themed bracelet using products from ACTIVA, ETCHALL, and JUDIKINS. Let's get started. I'm using a silicone mermaid tail mold, and it has a thin area in here, so I want to strengthen it a bit so that when it bends for the bracelet it doesn't break. To do that, I'm using some floral wire. I've just snipped a few pieces. They're a little more than 1 inch long, and I'm just placing 3 of them inside that area of the mold. I'm using LUMINA clay from ACTIVA products. This is an air dry clay, and it's pretty soft to use and easy. I first filled in the mold, pushing it down in, and I'm only filling it about halfway as I want to insert those wires before I finish. Next, I inserted the pieces of wire that I cut into that center narrow area of the mold. I pushed them through the clay itself a bit from the top section of the mold down towards the base of the tail. Then I finished filling the mold completely with more of the LUMINA clay. At this point, you could let it dry right in the mold, but because I wanted a curve to this bracelet, I went ahead and popped it out of the silicone mold. And then I very carefully placed it over a glass to give it a curved shape. Use a toothpick or a clay tool to make a hole all the way through the tail, on the top of the tail area, and towards the back of the fins. Then just let it dry for about 24 hours. To turn my glossy cabochons into sort of sea glass effect, I'm using ETCHALL Dip and Etch liquid. You'll also need a couple of plastic containers, and I use a plastic spoon to get my cabochons out after I'm finished. Pour enough of the dip and etch into the bottom of the first container, and then simply drop those glass cabochons in. You want to let them set for 15 minutes, and then it's time to proceed. After the 15 minutes has passed, just use your spoon to remove those cabochons and put them into a second container. This is the container that I use to add water to rinse my cabochons and remove any of the dip and etch that was remaining on them. Then you can pour the dip and etch back into the bottle because it's reusable. The result is that those shiny glass cabochons now have a beautiful sea glass frosted effect. To make bezels for these cabochons, I'm using LUMINA clay again. I made a small ball of clay and sort of flattened the top a bit. Then I added a dab of 3-in-1 glue and placed the cabochon on top of that ball of clay and pressed gently. I want the clay to come up around the edges of the cabochon. I used my fingers to give them a bit of an irregular shape because that's the result that I wanted. I didn't want them perfectly round. Then very carefully take a toothpick or again a clay tool and poke it through opposite sides of that clay to create a hole for jump rings. And let all of your glass cabochons and their bezels dry for 24 hours. Now that everything has cured for 24 hours, it's time to add some color to the bezels and to the tail. I'm using JUDIKINS MICA gloss for this. It gives you a beautiful shimmering type effect. Give it a little shake, and I poured some onto my work surface, and I'm using a paintbrush to apply a coat carefully around the edges of those cabochons. I let the first coat dry, flipped it over and did the back coat, and then I did give them all a second coat of the mica gloss. For the cabochons, I'm using gold. For the tail, I'm using Honeydew, Green, and Aquamarine mica gloss. I chose a flat brush to do this as I wanted to pick up a few of the colors at the same time and create sort of a soft blended effect of the clay. Paint the entire surface of the tail and then go back over it with a highlight color if you choose to. I use the green to sort of highlight. Once this coat has dried, you will need to flip your tail over and paint the reverse side with the mica gloss and let that dry. Once the mica gloss was completely dry, I added diamond glaze around all of the clay surfaces and let that dry. Now it's assembly time. I'm using large size gold jump rings and a gold toggle closure for my bracelet. For the wider section of the tail, you will need to take one of the jump rings and open it completely and basically straighten it out and insert it and then reform it into the ring. Add the jump rings to the cabochons. Then simply begin connecting all of your pieces. I did use an additional jump ring between each section of the bracelet so that it would give a little more movement and not be stiff. and there's your finished bracelet. I did decide not to use 2 of my cabochons as I didn't need them to make the size that I wanted. I'll use those for another project. We hope you're enjoying our personal style series, sponsored by ACTIVA, ETCHALL, and JUDIKINS. Please follow us on social media and sign up on our website, and you're automatically entered to win one of our prize packages full of products from our sponsors. And as we always say, when creativity knocks, open the door.